The frustration of slow growth. I think anybody can attest that growth that takes a while is hard to stay with, right? That's why a lot of people, if you think about it, on a workout journey, um, or maybe a weight loss journey, those are the easiest ones I think to picture. People will often give up on themselves because they do not see the growth right away. When, if you think about it, how long did it take you to get to a certain weight and sustain that weight? And how long, again, with working out, like if you haven't been working out, how many years did you not work out, or did you give up and start and give up and start? And how long did you sustain that? And if we think about that, we can understand that growth really does take a long time. And it's not just with those things in our life, it's with financial saving, it takes a long time. And growth for us as a person, where we're trying to make changes, takes a really long time as well. So here we are in Hope and Healing, an area of depression, where we're planting seeds. And this episode is all about trusting the process. Healing is seasonal, not linear. When you're in depression, it's easy to wonder, why am I not better yet? Maybe you've tried new routines, started therapy, or planted seeds of hope, but the progress feels slow or it disappears after a few good days. Here's the truth. Healing is not linear. It's seasonal. Growth happens underground before it ever blooms above the surface. And in this episode, we'll talk about how to trust the process of healing, even when it feels messy, uncertain, or invisible. So, what's the myth of linear healing? Healing isn't a straight line upward. It's ups and downs, forward steps, and setbacks. Depression convinces you the setbacks mean failure, but they're actually just part of the process. Think of healing like nature. Some seasons are for blooming, others are for resting or rooting deeper. And again, if we go back to the example of weight loss or trying to get to a certain physique when we're working out, we're going to have setbacks in those areas as well, where we may eat more calories than we wanted to, or eat something that is a little bit unhealthy, but maybe in the moment we just wanted it or needed it. And that may be a setback, but it doesn't have to keep us in the same cycle over and over again. So here's a reframe. A setback doesn't erase progress. It's just part of growth. So we're going to trust the small hidden progress. Seeds grow underground before you ever see a sprout. So if you think about it, you pull a plant out, a tree out, whatever, the root system is complex and it's a lot larger than we think it is. And it grows in so many different directions. And of course, a root isn't just one straight line. It's kind of little like wiggly, I guess I would say, with that. So in the same way, your healing may be happening quietly and in the background. Learning new coping skills, softening your inner critic, or building resilience through tiny daily actions. Just because you don't see big changes doesn't mean nothing is happening. Here's a gentle reminder. Growth can be invisible and still very real. So practice to support trust. Instead of measuring success by feeling better, try noticing, did I show up in a small way today? Did I plant one seed even if I don't see results yet? And did I survive a hard day I didn't think I could? Or did I respond to an interaction instead of reacting? Keep a process journal to track efforts, not outcomes. Over time, you'll see that your roots are growing. Here's an anchor thought. Healing takes time, and that is okay. So healing in seasons. Trusting the process doesn't mean pretending it's easy. It means remembering that growth takes time and that every seed you plant, no matter how small, is building toward something bigger. In the final episode of Hope and Healing, We'll talk about celebrating small blooms, how to recognize and honor the moments of hope and healing that show you just how far you've come. And here's some journal prompts for you. Where have I noticed slow, hidden growth in myself? How can I remind myself that setbacks don't erase progress? And what does trusting the process mean to me right now? For now, remind yourself, I don't need to bloom overnight. My healing has its own rhythm. So here's the comment section. Comment on anything in this video you would like, anything on hope and healing, trusting the process, or any area of depression that you're struggling with, or any other heavy emotion, or maybe just a hard personal time in your life that you feel free to comment on. And if you're having a hard time what to comment, here's a question for you. What hidden progress can you find today? If this video resonated with you, take a breath before you go. Let what you heard settle in. You're not alone on this journey, and you do not have to do it all at once. If you're feeling it, like this video so other people can find it. Subscribe for new content of every day, of every week. And remember that here we do tiny steps, real talk, and honest healing. If you come this far, you get to hear about the journals that I've created to go hand in hand with these videos. They're there really to help increase healthy behaviors, decrease any unhealthy behaviors, and maybe make us aware of some things that we're just not aware of that we should be. There's an anxiety journal, self-love, discovery, discipline journal, and a beach-themed journal. Then there's a children's book where your child gets to learn all about bravery, courage, and a spark within. Of course, there's worksheets at the end where they get to write about their own courage, bravery, and inner spark. And then there's a children's workbook on emotions, all about what are their emotions, where do they feel their emotions, and really how to choose healthier behaviors with them. There's also other pages on, they can write down a negative thought they have with some positive thoughts, and many more pages to help them do their own growth on the inside. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.